Talking to Assistant Commissioner of Police John Faiya Tumbay, the local unit commander for Makeni Division.
You are less than 4 months in Makeni, and we've seen some massive arrests around, suspected criminals. What magic are you using to achieve this?
But I'm not even up to 2 months yet. I'm just barely 1 month in this place, and it's not a magic. I'm a police officer, a professional one. I know what I'm doing. I came in at the time when there was a complaint of a lot of theft everywhere. Every morning we hear people crying that they've broken into their houses, which is bad. So because of that, I made a lot of engagement with stakeholders in the community, including the ghetto owners and everything. They were in my office here. I spoke with them and I told them we are seeing them as people who harbor bad people. So if that's the issue, then we will not give them also peace, because I wouldn't want anybody to harbor somebody who will destroy another person. So we agreed. He said we will not harbor any bad persons. And from that, I've been going on operations, gray areas, patrolling there, and in several occasions we've made arrests, which I think is a plus to the credit of the SLP.
It's no secret, it was all over. Successive LUCs have been raising the challenge of not having mobility. But here you are in less than 3 months already, you are weeding out criminals. I think there is something more to this, the public should know about.
Well, it's not about the amount of resources you have, but how you utilize the resources. A good manager go about doing his work with little resources but achieving a lot. It all depends on planning and going closer to your personnel, talking to them. It doesn't mean always you need to be in a vehicle. You can patrol, take foot patrols. These are all part of the Sierra Leone police. We've inherited it ever since. We have foot patrols. You send people on foot patrols. It's known as beat patrol. That can forestall any bad person who wants to do something bad. In most stations, it is not operational, but I think it's a good method. So I've introduced all of those things here. We are going on patrol, foot patrol. I even go on patrol myself. So to show the personnel that it is not a new thing.
Before your arrival, the past LUC, immediate, had to institute the community volunteers, to help in the community policing. And I also witnessed several engagements here with the police partnership chairperson and the board. Are you tapping from those gains moving forward?
Well, the gains she might have achieved are there, but I'm not fully aware of the gains because I didn't meet her here. She had handed over to my support. When I came, she wasn't here. But I know the community policing is not a new thing to me. It's a baby to me. I think if anybody knows about community policing more, I think maybe the AIG, Mr. Thomas Lai, and the current IG, maybe I'll give them credit. But I'm also a guru in the community policing area, and it is my area I go out in teaching people in international communities. Recently, I'm just from Namibia. The other time I was in Nepal teaching people on community policing and some other stuff. I was in Kenya, as you can see, and I'm even going to Liberia by November.
Importantly, among the many arrests you've made is the recent one that was made last Friday, at a car wash near the Anesby Avenue, where some AK-47 rounds, Kush, and tramadol tablets were arrested. The matter been charged to court already. And just so before I conducted this interview, I also saw another group of suspects being brought in. Importantly, is there more to offer in terms of weeding out criminals in Makeni as we speak?
As far as I'm here, I don't think this place will be a den for criminals. We will be at each other's throats. They will run away. I've done it in Godrich. There was a time in Godrich, the place was ungovernable, but with my presence there and with the help of God, I was able to make an impact there. Even up to now, people in Godrich want me to go there as their LUC. But now God wants me to be here. And I think the good aspect of policing, which I know, I'll introduce them here. I believe in community engagement. I believe in patrolling. All the good aspects I think that can yield me good results, I have them. I will introduce them here.
Just so before I came to do this exclusive, I've been monitoring rumors around, and people say the new LUC is warm but very firm. How are you coping with this?
Well, you have to be very much friendly, but that doesn't mean you are weak. You can be calm and firm. There is a saying in my tribe which says you can't be annoyed and you hit somebody and the person feels pain. You can't be joking and you hit somebody, the person still feels pain. The difference in between these two is the manner you have inflicted that pain on the person. If I'm joking, I'm laughing with you, and maybe I slapped you, it might be deemed that maybe the person didn't mean it. But if I'm so annoyed and I slapped you, no matter what excuse I give you, it will be that no, that person, it was a preconceived idea. It's malice. That's why he hits that person. What I'm saying, even if I'm a friend to you, if you do something that is out of the way, I let you know that you've done the wrong thing. Okay. I don't cover you because you are my friend or you are my relative. No, I tell you the truth. That is what I believe.
Importantly, going by your word, you said for as long as you're here, there will be no room for making Makeni a den for criminals. Is there any assessment you want to make regarding the current security situation?
As far as I'm concerned, the current situation in Makeni is calm, and we are on top of situation. With the credit does not go to me. The AIG, Mr. Senesi, is very active as well. Every now and then he's calling us to meetings and we are discussing. He is guiding us here. So most of the ideas backed up with my own ideas is what is making Makeni calm. We've just hosted the president, the number one person of the country here. The field was so filled up and it was amazing. Those who went there that day.
Exactly, yes. And I was there as well.
People were saying, no, Makeni is not a place where they will accept anybody who wants to come. I'm not talking politics at all, not. But we saw what happened that day. The field was so jam-packed. And the president came, they took the kickoff in a very peaceful atmosphere. There was no rudeness or whatsoever. It is because of our policing tactics that created that avenue.
Is there any final word, to those who think they can beat the system?
No, well, I'm telling them that beating the system is not with me. I am firm in whatever I'm doing. I think I've interfaced with very few people, and they've seen now that the LUC is not a joker. Recently, there was a guy, a driver was arrested for parking in an unlawful place. Whilst the driver was fighting the police officer, another guy came, helping the offender to just evade the arrest. So all of them were arrested. They brought them here. People came with all sorts of excuses or with all representations. I told them, no, this is not a matter of representation. It's a matter of going against the law. It is not me who is going to judge him. My duty is he has fought with the police officer. That's disorderly behavior which is against the law. I'm charging him to court. They went up and down. I didn't allow. I sent him to court. So I don't know what the court might have done because I'm waiting for the returns. But I think it's sending a right signal that you do the right thing.
All right. Many thanks.
Yeah, thank you.